XRP Future Millionaire here, and I want to do an update this morning. We're going to do some technical analysis on XRP and Bitcoin after this. But this is some breaking news that is coming across. So this is in Russia, and they're talking about banning crypto as India and a few other places have. So Russia's central bank in talks to ban crypto investments. TLDR breakdown. Russian central bank wants to ban cryptocurrency investment. Recently, the bank prohibited mutual funds from investing in crypto assets. Over 5 billion cryptos are traded in the country every year. The Central Bank of Russian is currently in talks with financial experts and market players regarding the prohibition of investments in cryptocurrency across the nation. The new development is coming some days after the central banks issued a new directive banning mutual funds from directly or indirectly investing in digital currency-related assets. Russia might ban crypto investing. This time, the bank wants to ban local investors from investing in cryptocurrency assets, Reuters reports, citing two financial market sources familiar with the matter. The reason mentioned was the risk cryptocurrency poses to financial stability. If approved, the locals may be stopped from allocating new funds to cryptocurrency. In the past, the Central Bank of Russia held opposing views about cryptocurrency, noting that it can be used for money laundering or terrorism financing. Later in 2020, the nation allowed crypto investing, but warned that they could not be used as a medium of exchange within the country. Despite this, the bank issued a petition warning brokers from associating with crypto firms. No Bitcoin ETF. In October, Elvira Nabiullina, the governor of the Central Bank of Russia, also stated that Bitcoin ETF would not be admitted into the country yet. Cryptopolitan reported on November 23rd that Russians trade over $5 billion in cryptocurrency every year, and a significant number of the traders use cryptocurrency for hedging. Banning crypto could deprive the local traders of this opportunity. The information coming from the source is even more surprising given that Alexei Moiseev, Russia's deputy finance minister, said in October that the country has no intention to completely ban cryptocurrencies as China did. So they lied to their citizens, as most do. So that's what I see there. And then I wanted to talk about one more thing. The markets rally after FOMC meeting, but Bitcoin bears still have a short-term advantage. So markets have rallied following the FOMC meeting, but Bitcoin's bearish still have the upper hand in the near term. Bitcoin, altcoins, and equities all surged after the Federal Reserve unveiled its policy path for 2022, but bears will have the upper hand in this week's 755 million option expiration. So that's what I want you guys to realize. That ends tomorrow on my birthday. So that could be interesting with the options. Bitcoin's price has been on the down since hitting an all-time high of $69,000 on November 10th when the Labor Department reported that inflation in the United States had surpassed 6.2%. While this news may be good for non-inflationary assets, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission SEC rejection of VanEck's physical Bitcoin exchange-traded fund ETF on November 12th caught some investors off the surprise. Bitcoin, altcoins, and equities all surged after the Federal Reserve unveiled its policy path for 2022, but bears still have the upper hand in this week's 755 million options expiration. While the denial of the ETF proposal was widely anticipated, the grounds cited by the regulator may be concerning to certain investors due to uncontrolled exchanges and high trading volume based on Tether's USDT stablecoin. The US SEC was unable to avoid market manipulation in the larger Bitcoin market. Analyzing the larger market structure is crucial, especially as investors pay careful attention to the Federal Reserve meetings in the United States. Regardless of the amount of the Fed's anticipated reduction of its bonds and asset buying program, Bitcoin's price has tracked U.S. Treasury rates over the past year. Clearly, there are several factors at play here. For example, the market recall on November 26 was mostly due to difficulties with a few of the new blah blah variants. By virtue of derivatives markets, a Bitcoin price below 48,000 gives bears complete control over a 755 million BTC expiry. At first impression, 47 million in calls, buys, options appear to outnumber 285 million inputs, promote. But the 1.6 billion call to put ratio is misleading as a 14% decline in value since November 30th would certainly wipe out much of the bullish charges. Only 28 million worth of call purchase options will be available, and at the expiration of Bitcoin price remains below 49,000 at 8 a.m. UTC on December 17th. In other words, if Bitcoin is selling below 49,000, the right to acquire it at that price is worthless. Bears are content with Bitcoin trading below 57,000. The three most important likely probabilities for the 755 million expiration on Friday are the following. The possible profit is represented by the imbalance favoring either side. A trader, for example, may have sold a call option to get positive exposure to Bitcoin above a certain price. However, there is no simple solution. So I just wanted to read those. And now we look over the Bitcoin. Total crypto market cap's up 3.19 billion to 2.245 trillion, up 0.15%. If you want to see more of that, go to my Swing Traders Anonymous. I cover all of that. So now we see Bitcoin down 507 points, 48,357. We've got a sideways consolidation going on that's been going on for quite some number of days. Sideways and down in the daily. The 4 hour were choppy. In the 30-minute time frame, like we talked about yesterday, could we hold? We cannot. We came back down through the 30-minute time frame. And you can see we raised up a little bit too because of the move. If we go down into the 3-minute, you can see Bitcoin is trying to hold this. If it falls through this, our next layer of support is 47,118. And if this is true with these options and this breaks to the downside, let's just say the call options lose, that's where you get that straight line. Let's say the bulls take over the market with this long consolidation, you'd be right up in here, contending for the 4 hour time frame at 53,000. So that's Bitcoin. We got to pay attention. There's nothing more we can really say right now. We've got to let the market unfold today. I know a lot of people expected to wake up today with things a lot higher than they are today. But like I said yesterday, we got to pay attention because we got to understand what was said yesterday. We've got XRP on the 30-minute time frame. And the 30 minutes been moving very rapidly. So now we've got some short-term moving averages crossing over, as you can see. We've got the 100-day moving through the 200-day. So we're going to have to watch to see how this plays out. So 81,698 is the support. XRP needs to hold. If we fall through that, we'll come back down to that 75,340 level. There is a stop point at 78 that we could stop at. But if we don't break this, I would expect us to go back down. We're trying to get up into the 4 hour time frame up to about 93. That's why I had that 93 cents up there, because that's the 200-day and the 4 hour. I deleted it because I'm like, why do I have so much noise up there? So that's what we're trying to get to. So this is just a quick update. I wanted to give you guys some news, a little bit of technicals, but as the day goes on and progresses, we will look at this even more and we'll figure this out. We'll be on top of this. We want to look at XRP in the full out. Bring it out into the weekly. You can see how we failed very, very poorly, and we have a decided downtrend too. If we want to be honest with ourselves, I mean, we're looking at something like that right now, and if we want to be honest with ourselves again, if we were honest with ourselves, this is what we'd be looking at right now. We'd be trading in this kind of a range. And yeah, that's all the way back at 48 cents, but we've had support down there that we won't break. And that's if we break down out of these other, and that's not 48 cents actually. That's way, that's way down there. I mean, this is where we talk about the holy shit scenarios. When we start looking at the numbers back here, and if you break it down like this, I mean, so there's your shit price right there. Everybody's like, well, Tom, how do we get down there? Well, there's 19 cents, 18 cent range. But that's if we follow it down the pattern as it's gone. And we have a decided downtrend. So it's starting to play out exactly like we would expect it to. So pay attention, be alert, make sure to hit that like button. I'll be back later. Also, consider joining Tom's Army. Haven't had a new member in a couple days. Trying to get to 200 members. We have 179 the last I looked. You get exclusive content, you get the Telegram, and you get the emoji badges. You get 3 for the price of 1. My content's free, but this is a way to pay it forward and help me out.